Every year, Pokemon Company releases a trainer's toolkit, and this is the newest one right here for 2022 and 2023. When we go into January, there's going to be a rotation, and a lot of those cards that we're going to need that are going to be staples in a lot of decks will be inside of this thing right here. So before I even open this thing up, if you are a new player, welcome to the channel. I have a lot of content on here and some resources you might want to check out. We also did the review and opening of this one right here, the 2021 version. So if you want to see what the differences are like between the pack selection and what's included, check out the other one. I'll leave it linked down below. Also, last month for July, we gave away this Nintendo Switch for 10,000 subscribers. If you want to see if you won, check out the recent video where we opened up Hidden Fates and Celebrations in a pack battle. And we are running a giveaway for the month of August for this Pikachu V Union box. All you have to do is answer the comment question of the day on any of the videos I upload for the month of August. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. The comment question of the day is, are you a Pokemon collector or a Pokemon player, or are you doing both? So for myself, I obviously do both, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. And so all of your comments down below will count as an entry towards this V Union box and one of the promos in this box, which we're going to show you guys in just a second. And one last thing before we dive into the Pokemon Trainers Toolkit, this was actually a gift from Yeoman, the owner of Manta Trading. So I want to give a huge thank you to him. And if you guys want to shop some Pokemon cards, especially if you're in Canada, check out Manta Trading down below. If you use code SneakerTalk TCG, you'll actually get 5% off, and they do have these for sale. I actually wanted to buy this from him, but he gave it to me as part of a birthday present, which was really, really nice of him. Pause that if you want to read it. We're just gonna bust this thing open right now, and also it does show you the Lumineon V right here, and this is a promo exclusively released in this trainer's toolkit. Now you can get Lumineon and I believe Brilliant Stars. I think you can pull it as a regular V and as a full art and an alternate art too, actually. But if you want to get the cool promo art that's exclusive to this box, you have to buy this box. Here's the box. It is actually a really, really convenient size for carrying multiple decks. So if you want to just throw in multiple decks into here, maybe your trades you're bringing to your locals, really useful box. So I'll be keeping this around just like I did my blue one. Let's pop this open and see what is inside. It is also divided by the energy brick here and sleeves. So there's like a little divider here and it's in place. So if you want to divide certain things, you can. Here is a look at the sleeves. They're black and purple. Next up, we have the stack of cards that does come with it, and this is a stack that's going to be in every single box. So we're going to get to this in just a second. Code card right here, which will give you this entire like toolkit in the online game. And if you want to learn how to play the Pokemon card game, honestly, the best way to learn is by playing the online game where you have access to tons of decks, tons of cards, and you can practice online and actually use the cards you buy pretty much by using the code cards you get with certain Pokemon products. Energy brick, and it's going to have an absolute plethora of energies inside. So let's just open it up and show you guys exactly what they have. But there's 150 energies. So if you are needing energies to build any particular deck, this is definitely more than enough energies you'll need to make your decks with. There's no specific rule of how many energies you need to have in your deck. However, on average, I typically put about 12 energies per deck as like a baseline to go by, and then I go from there based off the cards that I run in the deck. So as you can see, they have all the different types of energies here. Of course, no fairy energy because that was discontinued going into the Sword and Shield era. V-Star marker, very important to have because V-Star Pokemon are very, very relevant in the current game. Here's a look at the dice. They're 6 small dice with damage counter basically numbers, and then you have one irregular kind of die, which often you'll use for the coin flip at the start of the game. It looks like they also included 4 booster packs inside, a poison counter right here for poison. We also have a burn counter here as well. This product that Pokemon Company released is all about making the game more accessible for beginner to intermediate level players. By having a product you can just buy and have so many staples ready to go, so you're not gonna have to hunt them down at your locals one by one and buy them. You can just get this thing. You'll get 4 packs inside, which are the Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, and Evolving Skies. So the pack selection is also phenomenal as well. So if you're a person who also likes to open up Pokemon packs, great product for this too. You got the Trainer's Toolkit, Deck Builder's Guide. This will give you a bunch of just basic basic things you can learn about the game that you can apply to so many different decks. So now before we get to the 4 booster packs that are included, open them up and see what's inside. Let's take a look at this right here, this little bundle, and it is going to have a bunch of cards that are staples that we're gonna need for our deck. So let's just open this up. There we go. And here is a look at the Luminion V promo. It has a really good ability, and I know it is a water type, but this is a supporting Pokemon. Supporter Pokemon are pretty much Pokemon you'll play in your deck that you have no intentions to ever attack with. You just play them for the ability. So Crobat was really popular because when you played on your bench, you can draw up to 6 cards into your hand. Now Luminion V is different. You play it onto your bench and you can search for any supporter Pokemon or supporter trainer you want in your deck and add it to your hand. So if you want that Boss's Orders or a Professor's Research or whatever it may be, Luminion V is that card, and we get 2 copies here. 1 copy I am going to keep, and the other copy is going to be today's giveaway prize. So if you're watching this video, hit that like button, comment down below, telling me if you're a collector, if you play, or if you do both. And I'm curious to hear also, how long have you been playing for? We also have 2 copies of Air Balloon. Very important to make your Pokemon have free retreat costs, so you can just retreat them for free. 2 copies of Rare Candy. Rare Candy is important so you can evolve your basic Pokemon to the full stage 2, so you can go Charmander to Charizard. We also got a Rescue Carrier. It says put up to 2 Pokemon, each with 90 HP or less from your discard pile into your hand. 2 copies of Power Tablet right here, a staple card in Mew decks. And it just lets your Fusion Strike Pokemon do 30 more damage on that turn. 2 Fusion Strike energies here as well. We got Cross Switcher, which is like a Switch and a Boss's Order in a 1 card combined. However, you have to play 2 of them at the same time for it to work. So very, very strong card. You just have to have 2 of the cards to make it actually happen. Cross Receiver, not a really playable card. Not too many people use this. You must play 2 Cross Receiver cards at once for this effect to work. Put a Pokemon or a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. Adventurer's Discovery, a supporter card, which allows you to put up to 3 Pokemon V Pokemon in your deck into your hand. Really handy as well for setting up early in the game. Collapse Stadium, a really good counter stadium for decks that use a full bench. So maybe you're fighting against a deck that does more damage based off more Pokemon in the bench, or maybe you want to remove a Pokemon from your bench so it's not a liability anymore. Maybe your Luminion V is on the bench and you don't want it to get hit for free 2 prize cards for your opponent, so you use Collapse Stadium and you can discard your Luminion V or any Pokemon on your bench, so it shrinks it down to 4. Choice Belt, this is a huge, like all these cards are going to be staples, but Choice Belt will allow your Pokemon to do 30 more damage to any V or VMAX Pokemon or whatever, V-Star Pokemon. VMAX, V-Star, they all count as Vs, so anything that says Pokemon V relates to all 3 of those kinds. Choice Belt is in pretty much like every deck in the game, I feel like. We also have Double Turbo Energy, a super important energy card for Arceus builds. This card is basically 2 colorless energies, but your attacks for that Pokemon will do 20 less damage. So it does have a drawback, but it does allow you to attack basically a full turn earlier, which is really big. And also it counts as 2 energies, so if you need to retreat a Pokemon that has a retreat cost of 2, you can use this card, and it comes in pretty clutch sometimes. 2 copies of Ultra Ball. This is a super essential card in the game to search out the exact Pokemon you want. You just have to sacrifice 2 cards in your hand. We got Tool Jammer, a great way to slow down and annoy your opponent. This basically just negates the effect of any tools on your opponent's active Pokemon, but this is also a tool itself, so it has to go onto your Pokemon. 2 copies of Switch. Switch is a staple as well. It's in so many different decks. We got a Raihan, which is a really good card for comeback mechanic. Now to use Raihan, you actually have to have your Pokemon be knocked out the previous turn, but you get to take a basic energy from your discard pile, put it onto any of your Pokemon, and then search out any card in your deck and add it to your hand. So if you're missing that one piece to your puzzle, maybe you need that extra energy attachment, Raihan is insanely good. Raihan can easily win you some games. 2 copies of Quick Ball. A lot of decks will run 4 copies, so you're definitely going to want to get 2 more if you don't have the 4 already. Discard 1 card from your hand to get any basic Pokemon you want into your hand. Next up, we got Professor's Research, the Professor Rowan art, and it's discard your hand, draw 7 cards. So it could be painful, you know, discarding your hand. Maybe there's some important cards you have there, but drawing 7 is so powerful. A fresh 7, so you can actually play the game. Really good. Also, there's some decks that do benefit from having cards in the discard pile, so a great way to send them off and also get free pluses by drawing. Next up, we got Path to the Peak, an amazing stadium card, which helps counter so many decks that are very ability reliant for Vs. Path to the Peak will also stop stop Luminion V from working, and pretty much any Pokemon V with an ability right there. Any Pokemon with a rule box, so that includes Radiant Pokemon too, like Radiant Greninja. But yeah, Path to the Peak, very crucial card for slowing down so many different decks. Marnie is also an incredible card as well, and when you combine Marnie with Path to the Peak, it can be so disruptive that the opponent can't even play the game the next turn. So yeah, really good combo. Marnie Path, super famous and infamous for many reasons. Both you and your opponent shuffle your hands into the bottom of your deck, and then you draw 5 cards, your opponent draws 4. So that's Marnie, really good card. People will have to, like, you know, decide between they want to play Marnie or Professor's Research. Some will play both. Next up, we have Magma Basin. This is the stadium card of choice for fire type deck. You can put 1 basic fire energy onto a benched Pokemon on your side at the cost of 20 damage onto that Pokemon once per turn. Really strong card for energy acceleration. We got Level Ball here too for searching out your Pokemon that are 90 HP or less from your deck. Really good for those Inteleon lines, so you can get the Sobble or a Drizzile, whatever missing piece you need. This is a really big staple card in a lot of decks as well. Most decks will run 4 if you have those evolutionary lineups. Gloria is not too popular. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon that don't have a rule box and put them onto your bench. So yeah, not super powerful. No one really plays Gloria, unfortunately. We got Fog Crystal, a really good card for psychic decks. This card is amazing. Fog Crystal lets you search for any psychic energy card in your deck and add it to your hand, or a basic psychic Pokemon. So it's amazing for consistency. Evolution Incense, any Pokemon that is an evolved Pokemon from your deck can now be added to your hand. Escape Rope's really good too. Both you and your opponent switch Pokemon, and the active spot your opponent picks first. So it's kind of like a cross switcher. However, you don't have the ability to pick which Pokemon you're going to be attacking next. 2 copies of Capture Energy, one of the best energies in the game, honestly. It's a colorless energy, and you can put it onto your Pokemon, and then you add a basic Pokemon from your deck to your bench. Really good card for setting up early, and a lot of people will buy these toolkits. There was a point where, like, this card by itself was going for like $3. So however much your toolkit might cost, maybe $20 or $30, maybe $30 on average, you get 2 Capture Energies with it, which will help you know, ease the pain of paying the $30, because you're getting $6 worth of energy cards basically in your thing, guaranteed. And then last but not least, we have 2 copies of Boss's Orders. Usually this card is actually a holo rare, but it is a exclusive or exclusive non-holo in the trainer's toolkit. One of the best supporters in the game, where you get to target your opponent's bench and bring up a Pokemon, and that's their new active Pokemon. So you could use it to put in the final blow on your enemy's Pokemon to win the game, or just take some prizes. So there's a look at all the cards that come with the trainer's toolkit. Next up, we have the 4 booster packs inside. And again, huge thank you, Yeoman. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be using a lot of these cards for a lot of my decks. So this is one of those gifts, you know those gifts that like grandmas and aunts buy you, where it's like socks, something practical that you can get a lot of use out of. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, even more so than those socks that my family like to buy me every Christmas. So thank you again, man. Really appreciate it. So I think it only makes sense that we do Astral Radiance first, followed by Brilliant Stars, and then Evolving Skies. So let's just put those ones to the side, and let's see what we're able to pull out of this first pack of Astral Radiance. And I just love the fact that they include a bunch of packs as well. It's not just like staples, so it is still really fun to buy these kind of products if you're a collector or if you're a competitive player, because you get best of both worlds. You get a little bit of everything. All right, Uxie, Hisuian Overquill, Jubilife Village Ralts, a Nickit, Togepi, Chatot, Magnemite, a Reverse Hollow Shaman, and oh my gosh, we got a gold card, Temple of Sinnoh. Yo, take a look at that. Let's get some zoom in action. Yo, that is so cool. I don't pull gold card stadiums very often, so this is a really nice treat. And wow, this is really nice. I love it. I love it. So you can in fact get some really nice pulls out of these trainer toolkits. The packs are all properly randomized, so very happy about that. So we'll put it to the side, and honestly, if we don't pull anything else for the rest of the video, I honestly wouldn't mind, because I think Temple of Sinnoh goes for like $20 or something like that, like the gold version of it. Gold cards are pretty expensive, so if you are buying the trainer's toolkit and you pull something big like that, you're pretty much making your money back with all the cards you're also getting guaranteed in the trainer's toolkit. So anyways, let's get to this next pack. Another Astral Radiance, Bronzong, Roxanne, Corellia, Glameow, a Yanma, Swinub, Nickit, a Petilil, Bronzor, and a Vespiquen non-holo rare. All right, onto our Brilliant Stars up next, and then we're gonna finish it up with the Evolving Skies. And I'm so glad that there's so many more Evolving Skies packs out there in the wild. Those prices were getting really, really high up there. So with products like these and the back to school products that recently released all having Evolving Skies, it is really cool to see that Pokemon is listening to their fan base. All right, here we go. Gibble, Cherubi, and a Drampa the Grandpa V. Not the most competitive dragon colorless Pokemon out there. All right, then we got 2 hits now. And again, make sure you guys enter the giveaway for the Luminion V in the comment section down below, and follow your boy on Instagram. And on TikTok, it's SneakerTalk TCG. But here we go, last pack magic. We got the Evolving Skies pack right here. Can we pull some major heat? Maybe an Evolution or Rayquaza? Let's find out. We got an Avalugg, Ribbon Badge, Zwellios. This is actually my partner Pokemon right now, or my buddy in Pokemon Go. I'm trying to get the evolved form of him. We got Bagon, Pumpkaboo, Tentacool, Emolga, a Lillipup, Elemental Badge, and a Wishy-Washy Rapid Strike. If you guys like this video, click on screen right now to watch me open up the blue version or the 2021 version of the Trainer's Toolkit if you want to compare. I also have tournament vlogs you guys can watch, and deck profiles too if those are more your style right now. That said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.